Welcome to DudeNoWay Live, where we embark on a quest to play the greatest games of all time. I'm your host, Moonchild of DudeNoWay, and today it is the rise of DPS in Overwatch 2, a Genji and a Roadhog. So, like, this team comp is kind of weird, and it kind of throws a wrench into what we have going on. So, like, this Genji, if he were to swap to another character that worked a little bit better with this team comp, it would probably make more sense because the Hog cannot dive with him. And Genji is incredibly dependent on someone helping him get the kills that he needs. I am going to go ahead and play the more consistent damage, going to stay as Soldier for now. Looks like our Genji is a gold role challenger, so he's at least gold in the competitive division, which means he's like around the 50% mark of players. So he's better and worse than roughly 50% of the rest of the game. So it could be up in the air. Maybe he's really awesome and he just dies a lot. Maybe he's really bad and he just gets a lot of kills. Who knows? We're going to have to wait and see. But what we do know, that's a Junker Queen getting very aggressive with me and now getting very aggressive with our Moira. We do know that this Junker Queen is out of position. Kiriko has no teleport. I might die for this. Let's find out. Okay, the Hanzo left me alone, decided to kill our healer instead. Not great news for us, but at the same time, maybe best case scenario because I didn't die. Right, so we have a Widowmaker on the other team. I'm going to go ahead and pick her off. It was worth it only because we lost this team fight anyway. We need to get back up together. Our tank was dead. Our healers had to come back. Our Kiriko died. You can see everybody is running back from the spawn, so it was only me and Moira over at the point. Getting at least one kill at least puts me on the board, and it shows the Widowmaker that maybe she can't get away with whatever she wants to here in this match. We can see that they are running a double sniper composition with a Hanzo and a Widow, and the Hanzo is going to get very aggressive with me and come out and take me out with his Storm Arrow. He's going to use his double jump to jump around the corner so that he is not at head level as he comes out, and then the Storm Arrow allows him to fire very quickly into me to put out the damage without necessarily needing to aim very well. Our Hog also died again, so that's not great, and our Widowmaker has just been destroyed by the enemy Junker Queen. We know that their Widowmaker is likely still in this little alcove over on the side here. And she's coming back from the spawn. The Ana is one hit, so I'm going to finish her off. We can now see that if I don't contest at this moment, then we just straight up lose. This Kiriko got me earlier, and as such is being very aggressive. And there goes Hanzo with the Storm Arrow again. You're going to be able to see as the arrow changes, his reticle changes, and he uses his I don't necessarily have to aim well ability. There it is. Bang, and he was able to finish me off. The Kiriko, because she hit me with a headshot earlier, felt confident enough to jump in and give it a shot, and that sound means that the enemy Widowmaker knows exactly where we are, and so does the rest of their team. I don't know why this Ana thinks this is a good idea, but I'm going to make sure that she knows that it wasn't. And now I'm going to come over and kill this Kiriko, and just let her know, you know, step off. There's also a Widowmaker around here. I don't know exactly where she is, but I don't want to run in here without my team, so I turn around. There's a very important thing that a lot of people don't do. You turn around just to make sure that your team is there before you go and do a thing. And that will keep you from being in a stupid-ass place. They now have a Mercy. We can see the beam, and that Mercy is going to be incredibly difficult to deal with. But since I know that their Hanzo is also on this side, I'm going to go ahead and put in this damage. I'm going to force them back off of the point here, which is buying us time to continue on. They have to run all the way around to be able to get up with us. And even though I only got the one kill on the Widowmaker, it actually did help our team significantly because I was able to keep them away from the point, deter them essentially from pushing forward. And now I'm just playing fast and loose with this Hanzo, and I'm going to show him what it is. Going to go ahead and let this Mercy have it. Going to reload here so that I have a full clip. And we're gonna get this Ana because we know that the Ana has already been rezzed. Now we can kill the Mercy because we know that the Mercy has no resurrect ability. She's gonna try and kill me, but that's very funny. So with the Mercy here, damage buffing the Hanzo, we have to be extremely, extremely careful about what happens next. The odds of me living through this are 0 because the Widowmaker swapped to a Sombra. I was going to say the odds are low because I needed to get to a health pack, but when I got hacked, I knew that I can no longer sprint, which means that it's good game for me. Sombra can also see low health characters through walls, so even if she wasn't near me, she could have made a beeline for me. So it's very important to have good game sense about where you are. We made it all the way to overtime here on that last point, and now it is gotten by the enemy team, which is not great, right? So right now I'm going to crouch. I'm crouching so that they don't know where I am, and I can see that the Mercy beam is over here, so that's where the Mercy is. I know that the Hanzo is probably going to be down here in this position, probably trying to get himself into a power spot to be able to hit me. I am dead. I got hit by the sleep dart. I tried to get out of the doorway, hoping that my team would advance in the moments where I was getting the flank. They did not. Whatever they were doing, they decided not to push. So it's now, so the Moira is ulting on our team as well as our Kitsune ult, which means both of our support ultimates are down, and when that runs out, if they have support ultimates, the odds of them actually winning are very high. We're gonna go ahead, see, and that's what I was talking about. The odds of them winning are very high now because we used both of our support ults at the same time. Gonna go ahead and punish this Mercy for trying to get a resurrect off in the middle of a fight. And I believe we win this one, unless the Sombra decides she wants to contest, and she didn't. So what Sombra's going to end up doing is hacking somebody on the way to our next point, and hacking someone on the way to our next point will stagger our team for the team fight. We were able to grab that kill on their Ana, so regardless of if we lose one to the Sombra, we know that their Ana is also respawning, so at least we are even in that regard. Moving over to the third flashpoint here, I'm going to have my ultimate, checking the scoreboard. We know that we have both DPS ults online, and we're about halfway to a Hog ult, which means that we can combo DPS ults in this one, or we can save one, which is likely what I will do. I will likely wait, because our Sojourn, it is almost certain that our Sojourn will pop her ultimate like as soon as we get here, and with that Hanzo ult, we want to be careful about where we are. Okay, so we have lost the team fight here. Everyone is dead except me, and because I wasn't actually in the fight on top of them, I'm just going to go ahead and run back. Normally, I would say die on the point, but in that moment, I wasn't quite on the point. I was catching the angle, trying not to die to the Sombra, so it was a good opportunity for me to leave. And then that didn't give them the team kill. And when that team kill notification pops up, it inspires a lot of confidence in people, so you have to be careful about what you do. And we were able to kill their tank, but now we need to protect the tank's death to make sure that the Mercy doesn't come in and try and resurrect her. And now that we know that the Tracer no recall, now that we know the Tracer has no recall, we can get more aggressive with her damage. Don't want to get killed by this Hanzo. Now we're talking, now we're talking. Okay, so because we're unloading scrap at this moment, we know that we can get crazy aggressive with everyone who is alive. I did not hear our Sojourn pop her ult, which means I was good to pop my ult, and we comboed the tank ultimate with the DPS ultimate, not using both of our role ultimates at the same time. You don't want to use your 2 DPS ults at the same time. You don't want to use your 2 support ults at the same time. Just in general, you want to hold one and try and combo with either the support or the tank in that regard. When you are playing DPS, it's important to know when and where to use your abilities. So right now, the Hanzo already has another ultimate. We're just going to wait for his dragons to leave, and then we're going to continue to stand in the Kitsune. Not going to focus too much on the Hanzo, because what we really want is to stagger that Junker Queen. And the more damage we could put into her, the more likely it will be that they will lose another team fight after this. Because I stood in the Kitsune, I have the cooldown reduction. Knowing that my We're not going to be able to get her. Yeah, so the Kiriko teleported to her. But I had a double healing pad, so I was safe to use the one that I used earlier to try and heal the team up, keep them alive, and increase our sustain. We have our Moira just ulted, but our tank is now dead. And I have to run here. I'm going to get rushed by the Tracer, because that's what I would do. Our Moira took the health pack, and I was not able to get healed in time. That is unfortunate, but if you see me run for the health pack, she had just picked it up right there, which would have been a full heal for me. But, you know, she needed it, so. Moving on to... Yes, we know. We're going to attack the objective. Good for you, guy. You understand how the game works. Look at you. Anyway, so... So we're going to go ahead and get ourselves onto the point. Going to try and cap it before they get here. Going to discourage her from moving forward as much as we can. And I'm going to put in as much damage as possible. Just going to reload, making sure that if her supports show up, I can go ahead and put more damage into them. We know she has a Mercy, though. They don't have a Mercy anymore. So the Mercy swaps to a Kiriko, which means when people die, they stay dead. So we don't have to worry about that. I'm going to crouch right here. And I'm listening for footsteps. I have my ears open, because we will be able to hear if Hanzo is coming up behind us. But in this position, I'm getting close to an ultimate. You hear everybody? Here they come.
Let the Kitsune guide you. Time for the reckoning.
I go ahead and kill their support character. And now I'm going to kill their Ana. Because she is out of position here. Gonna put my damage in on the Hanzo. I'm not gonna let him kill me again. And then I am going to come over and take the point from their Junker Queen. I am not afraid of her as much as like another tank I would be afraid of. While Junker Queen is very scary, I can sprint away from her. Which is not something that you can do to save yourself from like a Mauga or like a Winston or something like that. I'm gonna go ahead and put that Ana into the dirt. And again, I'm just making sure I'm constantly checking my scoreboard to make sure that they don't have a Mercy, so that when my kills go out, my kills stay as kills. We don't want anybody coming back to this fight after we have already eliminated them. Yeah, look, everybody knows how the game works. Amazing. I'm so proud of all of them. Anyway, so we have one more objective to win here. It is 2 versus 2. We're going to have to use ultimates smart and make sure that we are not wasting them. We don't want to be getting picked in stupid-ass positions. Don't have to worry about that Mei. If the Mei decides she wants to advance on us, then we will let her have it. Going to go ahead and put that... Junker Queen into the dirt. Going to let Mei wall things off. So the Mei was able to get me, but that's okay because the Mei, there's no way that the Mei should be able to live through that. Oh man, that sucks. So with our Hog there, that's the reason why they have a Mei. And with the Hanzo ult going out, it's possible that our team dies to one of the dragons, or at least just the splash damage from one of the dragons. And we did lose our Kiriko in that moment. We see our Genji is over here doing stupid things on the point, so we are going to allow him to be stupid. I got hooked. Essentially hooked. I got Junker Queen hooked. She threw her knife, it hit me, and she's able to pull me into it just like Hog can if he hits a hook. So I died with the Genji, but I was trying to come up and follow up on one of his kills. Unfortunately, he did not get anyone low, so when I got there, it was kind of good game for me. Gonna go ahead and finish off this Mei so that we don't have to worry about her taking out our Kiriko and us going into this fight with no support at all. Knowing that I am coming up to an ultimate, it's time for me to catch a flank angle. And I want to put damage in on both supports to make sure that they are low health. Right, so now I'm going to finish off this Ana, and they have significantly less healing. The Kiriko should have ran on their team. It looks like the Kiriko is, or the Mei is over here killing our Genji, but I'm going to go ahead and kill this Mei. I saw her use her ice block, so I know that she cannot save herself again. We have Hog coming back from spawn for what feels like the 50th time this game. Even though we've died the same amount of times, it really does feel like the hog is dead at every given opportunity. And now, in this moment, I need to make sure that I stay alive, right? Because I have an ultimate, and the only other ultimate is hog. So when I hear him say, unloading scrap, I'm going to go ahead and pop my ult, and that will allow us to, hopefully, there it is. So, I can't sprint for some reason. I'm stuck. And now, I'm going to pop my ult. I'm going to finish off the Ana because she has no movement ability to get away. Going to go ahead and get the 2 support characters, finish off the tank, and then we're going to finish off the Mei with the help of the Moira, and that is good game. And now they're going to have to run back from spawn and use everything they have. We have no ultimates in this situation, though, so the odds of us winning the game are very high if they don't make it back in time. If they do make it back in time and they have ultimates, it's good game for us. And we win the game. That was the perfect combination of tank ultimate with DPS ultimate to secure the victory here on Suravasa.